Hi, it's the 21st of February, 6:37 p.m. Got my Baker's Hill coffee. It's nearly night time. Got Alvin and Zena over there. Just arrived back from Midland, the town just down the hill, like 1 hour away from Northern. Had an appointment today. Just getting bitten by Marchies. Had an appointment today for body alignment, and really powerful. It's an 8-week course, and today started with the toes, the feet, the ankles, and up to the knees and the bottom of the waist. Very powerful stuff. Very simple stuff. Obviously, there's Pilates element to it, but it's more than that. It's very spiritual. It's a group situation, working in pairs. And I'm just going to turn this video around to the other side and hold this coffee with this cup. This hand, not this cup. Hold this coffee cup with this hand. Yep, so why am I doing this video? I've been learning a lot. Last few days I haven't posted anything on my YouTube channel because I've just been, a lot been happening. I have done a couple of videos in the last few days and I don't know if I'll post any of them. I don't even know if I'll post this one. But I just thought I would take this video just on the off chance. I think it deserves merit to be posted. Look at them. Let's start with the coffee. 1. Yes, I said I'd reduce my coffee intake because my friend's response about coffee not being good for premenopausal women. So I'm not drinking hardly any coffee anymore. 2, the reason why I got this coffee is because I got gifted $100. And it's quite spectacular. You know what, I'm thinking I might just sit here and let them run here. This is what I did. You'll notice that there was another video I did where I didn't go for a big long walk. And I just sat and rested. And I let them run around on the sand, around this water. I'll see how they go. See if they'll give me time to do this video. And I might end up going for a walk up the river more, but might not either. It's nearly 7 p.m. and it's still quite hot here. I'll just take this bag off as well. It's about, nearly 7 p.m. and it's still quite hot. That's one of the reasons why I got here so late. God, there's so much I want to share. So basically, I got gifted $100 from a stranger. A stranger who snuck the $100 in a biscuit packet. She gave me a gift of these really yummy sort of date biscuits, like really amazingly well made biscuits. They're soft and like they're not Australian. They had different language on them. I think they're Turkish. Really yummy, right? And the insides are filled with soft date puree, and they're high quality biscuits, not just normal biscuits. And I lifted the packet up to have one, and there was $100 sitting on the top. I met her at the park a couple of days ago. She's got a dog. She's actually a lady who's been in Northern for 5 years, and she's currently going through some pretty tough emotional times. And yeah, we connected quite well, and she told me where she lived, and she said, could I come down for a coffee? And I said, for sure. So I went down there yesterday to have the coffee with her, and we talked from about, I think it was 9 o'clock to 3 p.m, 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. So a pretty big chunk of my day was there listening to her, and wow, yeah, it's a sad story, right? It's a sad story. And there was a couple of times where she sort of wanted to know a bit about me, and I didn't really want to let her know really what was going on in my life. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I didn't want to let her know. One, I could see she had heaps of money, but just vintage antique furniture everywhere. She had 3 coffee machines, and each coffee machine she used for a different purpose to give a different, taste, sensation. Also, by listening to her, I could tell, her story and where she'd come from, where she is now, and what she's used to now is something I've never experienced in my life ever, but for her it's a drop. And I was just listening to it all with all this gratitude and graciousness, because for her this is all a big deal, and there's all these other things, right? And then there was a point when she just really wanted to hear, she just wanted to sort of know a bit about my situation, so I was trying to be careful with my words. And then she was a pretty clever woman, and she heard something in my words, and then she tried to get me to unpack it a bit more, and I basically opened up a bit more, but I didn't really want her to know too much. And then she just sort of gleaned a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know, she just sort of worked out stuff. She said, do you want some food? Can I give you some food? I've got about 4 fridges here full of food. And I said, well, not today. Don't want to do it today. I'd rather let me just go and work out a menu, and I'll see what you can. And then she said, can I give you some dog food? And I said, I'm actually okay for dog food at the moment, actually. And I said, please don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to block your support. I appreciate where you're coming from, but just today, can we just be together, just getting to know each other, And anyway, then at the end of our time together, I said, I've really got to go now. I've really got to get stuff done in the house, and I've got to take the dogs for a walk, and because I left my dogs at home because she has a dog, and we've got to socialise, and we haven't socialised them yet. Yeah, and then anyways, that's how she snuck the bloody $100 in, which today I've spent on eggs. I bought some eggs and some more chicken mince for the animals, and some tuna for the cat, and I got some soy milk for myself. And I was down in Perth for my appointment, and I was going to have to say to the lady, can I please pay you next week? But instead I was able to pay her the $30 right then and there today. And then on my way home, I got myself a coffee and a pie from Baker's Hill Bakery. But it was too hot to eat the pie. It's so funny, right? So I'm going to eat the pie for dinner. But anyways, I'll just have a sip of the coffee. Get home, grab the dogs. No, I didn't get home. I didn't grab the dogs right. So I was so tired. I found the driving so tired. And I got told in the alignment workshop, that body alignment workshop, that it would bring up lots of emotions because we're realigning our bodies. All the old injuries from some that can happen from even as you're born. You can get injuries that happen in your body as you're pushed around, as you're, being born. Anyway, that was all very interesting. So the point of this video is I'm here with the dogs. They're by the water. And yeah, I just thought I really need to get onto my YouTube channel, and I really need to present something to you about where I'm at. And I just want to talk about being on the right pathway with the right people at the right time. Because before I went to this workshop today, and I said yes to this workshop because I knew it's what I needed, knowing that it would work out. Somehow I'd work out how to pay it. It's $30 a session for 8 weeks, right? Look, she's covered in dirt and sand. I don't want to, look, I've got my hat and my bag here. Oh, and I just washed my hat. I don't know if you guys remember it, but my hat was all muddy. And I just washed it and it's clean. I don't want her making it dirty, all right? No. So what's the point of this video? Yeah, it's just, when you say yes to life, good, they're running. When you say yes to life, or when you trust in life, and I met this lady because I randomly went down to the Morel Park because I was I think I did a video on this, which I might send. But basically, I was trying to get stuff done in the house. I also had to get onto my YouTube channel, which is something that I'm wanting to build up. I also wanted to do a heap of research to make a proper YouTube video, which I still haven't written down all the info yet. It's quite a lot of effort to really get a formulated video happening, to do the work to really make it a proper formulated video. And this particular day I went, everything's so important, rah, rah. And then I ended up just focusing on the writing. And I was so focused on the writing, I can't even get to the river today, like, for the dogs. And they really need their walk. Okay, fine, I'm going to keep focusing on the writing. I'm going to take them to the park. They'll still be able to have fun. So I took them down to the park on their leads, which meant they got lead training, which is really great. And Alvin was just completely blowing my mind. Not pull on the lead at all. So he's 16 months old, or 17 months now, I think, and he's really got it. And Xena, because she's learning fast from Alvin, wasn't pulling on the lead very much either. So I just got one dog on each side of the lead. They're both walking on each side of my legs. It was great. They weren't walking in front of my legs. They were just walking next to me. It was the easiest walk to the park ever. Then we get to the park. They're running, because it's all really nice green grass. And they're running now. Like they get to do crazy amounts of running when it's here. There's so much land here. Where's Alvin gone? There he is. There's so much land for them to run around. Ah! Oh, so they're running to me then. Gentle. And there's the water. Oh, they're too close. Hang on, move away. Yeah, so basically there's a lot of water here for them to run in as well. But I put the sprinkles on for them yesterday, so I give them water at home. But anyways, and they got the pond at home. But anyways, the point of the story is, back. No. Space. Look at him, right there. Can you say hello to everyone? Can you say hello? Anyways, what was I trying to say to you? So I think I was meant to be at the park, right? At the Morel Park, because I turn up there, the dogs have a big run around, they're loving the green grass. They were actually doing little zoomies in this enclosed, oh God, Alvin's breathing on me, move! Sorry, he's breathed his hot breath all over me. It's too hot. So basically, they had fun, and it was fantastic to realise, I can take them to the Morel Park and let them run around. That's great, that works. Don't always have to take them to the river. That's fantastic. They had quite a good time there, but only if another dog doesn't come. So this lady turned up after we'd been there for about 15 minutes. So that was okay, right? Perfect timing. And we socialised her dog and my two dogs. And I find out yesterday she's only had her dog since last Saturday, right? He's a rescue dog. So I was like, wow. But I thought she'd had him since he was a pup. Really amazingly well-behaved adult dog. Anyways, we let them socialise on lead, and then I said, I'll meet up with you. We can meet up in person. We'll get to know each other better in person, and I'll bring my dogs. So I left my dogs at home yesterday. I literally was only planning on being there for about an hour, but I was there from, as I said, 9:30 to 3. It was quite draining, but this lady has got a lot going on in her life, and she has not had anyone to talk to. She's very isolated in Northam. Northam can be a very isolating place. It's a small country town, and she's European, she's Greek, and so she's got that thing of, community, shared cooking community, and she's really lonely, right? And I said to her, not that I grew up in Italy, but I'm Italian, so I really get it, that cultural thing, that sharing meals, that, people dancing in the street, flamboyancy, freedom. And I said, it's hard, like in Australia's got a real sort of, be repressed. Don't show yourself, don't dance, don't sing, don't do this, don't do that. Like, it's like, wow. But it's really European just to, people to play their music, instruments in the street, dance, and, the a la carte bloody cafes, and just, oh my gosh. I have another friend, right, and she just can't wait to get out of Australia. She thinks Australia is so limiting, and she really wants to get to Europe. And I said, look, I understand where you're coming from, but is it really going to happen? Because if it's not going to happen, you've got to find somewhere in Australia that will work. And Mullaney could work up in Queensland. Like, that's a pretty amazing place. I was telling her about all these different places that I've seen in Australia. I know that there's amazing places in Australia that probably would suit me better than Northam. Okay. But anyways, this lady I met, she's got piles of money. She's got nothing holding her holding her to Northam. She could go anywhere in the world, anywhere in Australia, and I was basically saying to her, is there any way I can encourage you to stay in Northam just for maybe another year or another 6 months, because now that you've met me, it's because she's already been there for 5 years, maybe, they're running fast. Oh my God, I hope they don't lay, oh good, well done, they didn't run onto me, they could have, but they didn't. I just said to her, look, Northam's got a lot. We can make Northam really amazing. Northam's got a lot going for it. And where else in the world do you really want to be? Like, is there anywhere that's pulling you, driving? We talked a lot like that. And I guess that's the point of this video in some ways. Like, going down to Perth and back for that appointment, you know, I could have, and my friend, you know, I got heaps of friends down there. There's a lot of activity happening down there. And when I drove back to Northam, I was like, yep, good old Northam, driving back to my house. And then I was like, got back to my house too late to actually really get on to any chores. Tomorrow I've got so many appointments, so I'm not going to be able to do much in the house tomorrow. It's life, I'm just living. And I guess what I'm trying to say though is I think I was meant to meet this woman. God put me in that place to meet this woman. Because she's, you know, she's 32, she's Greek, or but she had Syrian parents. Anyways, the point of the story is there are so many good people in Northam. It's just might take time to meet them. You know, there's young people here. There's people ranging, like, obviously there's kids and teenagers, but I mean there's lots of people in their 30s and 40s and 50s that are really happy here. And there's lots of single people here. It's not just a place where couples are living and families. But there's just not a lot of activity. But that's changing, you see. That's got to change. And when you meet a good group of people, then you're brave enough to go. Like, I don't want to go to places just on my own. Like, karaoke was on last Friday and I didn't go because I tried to arrange some people to, you know, come with me, but I had no money as well, so I didn't want to go alone and not be able to get one ginger beer. Do you know what I mean? If I could have bought one drink, I may have gone alone, but and I could have just drunk water. Yes, I could have just sat there, just drunk water and done a song, but it just didn't feel. And I was so tired. Remember, I came home from a big day of doing op shop duty. I got home at 5:30. Oh, the karaoke was from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m, which stupid hours. So I was home at 5:30 and it was 80s theme dress up. So I had half an hour to get dressed in 80s theme, and I was exhausted from op shop duty. And I just thought, nah, don't want to do it, especially if it's shutting at 9. And why shut at 9, right? Why not go to 11? I don't get it. What stupid hours. So Northern, really, like, as far as entertainment goes, it's got... But Northam's got really good people in it, okay? Really good people. And life, wherever you are. The guy who made me this coffee, right, he came over from Tasmania. He's been here for 1 year. He's 19. He didn't get to have his 19th birthday last year because of all the stupid tyranny that was occurring everywhere. And he's got his 20th this year, so he's going to have a rip-roaring 20th, right, to make up for last year. And he's hot, right? He's come from Tasmania. He's going, oh, it's so hot. I said, oh, this year compared to last year. I said, last year we had 3 bouts of 3 heat waves of up to 10 days in a row of high 40s. We haven't even reached hot yet. He reckons he didn't get here for summer last year, so this is his first summer. I don't know what brought him to Baker's Hill from Tasmania, but this area is full of... And his customer service was impeccable. He was just really great. He was really friendly and really interactive. And people up here they're very interactive. They're very authentic. Yeah. Where have the little buggers gone? Anyways, yeah, it's about... Oh, there they are. See? Woohoo! Yeah, they are. So tomorrow I've got 2 main appointments for morning and mid-afternoon. Morning and midday, and then I'll be home early afternoon. I'll tomorrow I'll go for a proper walk up along the river, because it's going to be dark really soon, you see, and I don't feel comfortable walking up there in the dark. But I just feel really shattered from the driving. I find driving quite tiring, actually. Point of this video, saying hello, trust the universe. If you feel like yesterday when I really went, no, I just really don't feel to go along the river today. I just really want to, no, not yesterday, day before, sorry, Tuesday. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday when I came home from church. And I was trying to get onto my house, do some house chores, and then I just ended up going, no, I've got to do some writing. I've got to actually do some, or I haven't been writing. That's why this YouTube channel has been so important. I've been recording things by talking on the, this is my record of what's going on, but I haven't been writing. I haven't been writing in a journal, or I've been trying to. I do a bit, but not as much as I used to. And on Sunday I just couldn't, because I'd done that major Bible study on Saturday that went on for 8 hours, and I wanted to consolidate some of the stuff that I was learning. I was trying to create some notes for to do a YouTube discussion on what I'd been learning from that 8-hour Bible study and from the 2 therapy sessions I had with this amazing Christian therapist. They just ran through the water. Now they're running. Yeehaw! Oh, the water all over me. Nearly. No. Gentle. Oh gosh. Gentle. My hat. I'm going to put my hat on my head. I don't, being a bit precious about my hat, man. Do you know how long it was dirty for? I'm not kidding you. It had mud on it for about, like, there was a bit of mud up the top, a stain. It was there for like, oh gosh, she just got me then. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my back's all covered in mud. What else say to you? Yeah, big blob of mud on my dirty stain for over a month, maybe longer. Finally washed my hat, so now I'm very precious about it staying clean. Thank you very much. Anyways, yeah, so trying to consolidate doing those writings for the for my YouTube channel. I just started writing all these other things, and then I just felt like, no, this is so important, I've got to keep going. And that's what got me to Morel, which has got me Morel Park, which then got me to meet this lady, which got me, she needs me as much as I need her. Sorry, they've been really rambunctious, really close to me. I don't like it. So yeah, and then that gift of $100 has completely transformed my week. Like, I really, today I used the last of the food that I got from the food hamper. You remember the meat that I got from the food hamper? Well, this morning was the last of the meat for the dog. So as of today, it was going to be just the kiblets for 2 days. I get money in 3 days. But now it's not like that. Today I went and got some eggs and some chicken mince and tuna for the cat. And now their food's going to be fine. You know, now they won't even know. No blip in their food. No blip in their bloody, in there. They're having so much fun in the water. Here, look, I'll show you. Can you see? Nah. Yeah, so basically, yeah, it just transformed me having that. Anyways, I guess I'm not really saying anything. Well, yeah, I am, guys. Please go with the flow. Path of least resistance is what I've been reading about, like taking the path of least resistance. So the universe gets to do more for us when we're not orchestrating our actions. So the other day, I was like, wow, there's so much to do. What's the most important thing? And my mind was like, oh, well, this is most important. But intuitively, or something was like, just got to write. Because you've got to get this writing done. But this is more important. And I could have really fought against that writing being so important. But it was God or the universal angels going, no, you've got to start consolidating some of the stuff you're learning. It's the only way you're going to really be able to get it really. You learnt too much yesterday on, Saturday. I learnt too much I had to do some writing to consolidate and work out some feelings around it as well. And I was doing a lot of journaling around my husband, you see, around my feelings, around, the emotional, actually writing stuff down around it, not just, I've written about 12 pages now. So Sunday last night, I've done so much writing on various different scenarios. And so rather than thinking it in my head, saying it on my YouTube channel, I've actually written it down and this really beautiful little journal booklet that I've got. And I'm a writer. I used to write. So this was very important for me to write. And something was telling me to write. And that process of writing on Sunday is what got me to Morell Park, which got me to meet another young lady, another sassy another sassy young, because 52, I'm 52, she's 32. Another like-minded, European type mentality-based woman. Life in Northern's going to change because of knowing her. And life for her is going to change because of knowing me. And, Northern doesn't feel so lonely now. Straight away, as soon as I met her on Sunday, I was like, thank you, God. And she felt the same way about me. And then when I got to know her better on Monday, I was like, whoa, this is a heavy story. And I thought, I've got to prepare myself for this. I've got to put clear boundaries around because she is someone that, as a lot of people do, they talk too much about they go into too much detail about something from the past rather than the emotional, what's coming up for the moment. So I will be stepping up with my sort of what I call my counselling skill set. And I will set boundaries in place because from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is way too long for a coffee catch-up. Way too long. But she needed to talk, man. She needed to talk. She had so much grief to share. This poor little darling, actually, a few weeks ago, had been bedridden for 2 months from depression because of various things that had occurred. Ah! Oh, he's got a stick and everything. Go away! Take your stick away. Please. He almost... Ah! Zena! Oh my gosh. Please. They both just shook mud and sand all over me. And he nearly boofed me in the back with that stick. But he didn't. He could have, but I didn't have any contact. The only thing that contacted me was the water drops from when they shook. There you go, look at him. So, yeah. 2 months she couldn't get out of bed, 2 months. That's full on, hey. So, God's brought me to her for sure. And, I need friends to have fun with. I reckon once she starts picking up out of her depression, she'll be open to doing some fun things in Northern. That's what I said to her, be brave. There's so many good things to do in Northern, but it's a bit too scary on your own, okay? Just a single woman cruising around on her own, but... and I'm not even single, like I'm a married woman. Like look, I'm wearing my wedding rings, even though my husband, acting like, discarded me. He's discarded me. He's discarded the marriage. And it's all in limbo because he's not communicating about it or what his actions or intentions are or anything. However, in God's grace, universe blessings, who knows what the future holds, but I'm not cruising around Northern as a single woman, as in I'm a married woman, but and I don't even call myself a separated woman. I'm so committed to my husband. Like, I love my husband so much. But what I mean by single woman is as a female on her... No! there's a female on her own. A female on her own just cruising around doing events in Northern would attract a lot of male attention. But if you've got 2 females going to an event, it changes everything. You can have more fun. That's the joy of sisterhood, isn't it? And yeah. And then I might even encourage her to come down with Perth with me because she actually does have money and she also has a nice car. I could help her out with petrol and we could go down to Perth together and go dancing. And I know she'll have the best time. And I've got friends we can stay with down in Perth. She's just got herself a new dog though, so it's going to be hard. And I've got 2 dogs, so it's hard, but it doesn't matter. It's exciting, guys. I'm saying go with the journey of life in full trust and full faith. Path of lesser resistance. The universe can do more work. And if something feels very strong, like do the writing. If something feels really clearly strong and doesn't feel like it's ego-driven, but like in third eye intuition. Third eye, intuition, God, communication, listen to it, because when you do that, you're in the right place at the right time to meet the right people that you're supposed to meet. That's where God can do major wonders when she's doing the little zoomy zooms. Now they both are. God can do major amazing work when we listen to what's being asked, where to go, where to be. I could have gone from my appointment today to someone else's house and done some work for them, but I felt so depleted energetically from the body work I'd done, and I might have undone the body alignment work that I'd done. So by just going straight from that appointment straight home, and then I got home in time to take the dogs here, whereas I might not have been able to, we wouldn't have had time otherwise. So yeah, I'm glad that I just honoured myself. Just to go down to Perth just for one thing and back seems like a waste of petrol, but it's not, because what I did today was so powerful for my body. It was exactly what my body exactly what my body, I need to do a lot of body healing, you see, a lot. I'm committed to an 8-week body alignment program, which is just going to take away so much of my physical pain. This video is about to click out. Peace out. Peace out. Love yous all. God bless. God bless. God bless. God bless. And listen to God's calling and take the path of least resistance so the universe and God can do their wonderful work. Okay. Love you. Bye.